the movie Anyone But You.
Oh, so was it in the movie theater first?
Yes, it was in the movie theater. It did really, really well.
Oh.
I didn't see it in the movie theater, but I was very aware of it.
It had a lot of buzz.
Yeah. So it's Sydney Sweeney, who is from Euphoria and also the first season of White Lotus. And then Glen Powell, who...
Everybody thought they were actually like married or a couple.
They're not, as far as I know. I mean, they haven't called me about it.
No, she's like engaged to somebody, I think. No, they're not together.
So Glen Powell, very handsome. He was recently in Top Gun and another flying movie and just a bunch of stuff. What, John?
I believe it was Devotion, but then he has the upcoming summer movie, The Hitman.
Oh, yes. Which actually I'm very excited about The Hitman because he's playing a bunch of different characters or putting on different characters to be undercover. Anyway, it looks very amusing. So this was kind of tropey in the okay, we're going to pretend date because my parents are annoyed with me and I'm trying to throw them off track or whatever. And he's got an ex there. They're at a remote location wedding. It was in Australia and half the cast was Australian. So I wonder if there was some kind of tax breaks or something.
There was, yeah, probably.
Yeah, so they were like, well, let's just go have a half Australian movie. Perfect.
I mean, that just how you define the movie or the narrative, I mean, has been done so many times.
Yeah, they did some big comedic moments. Some of them worked. Some
Physical?
of them, yeah,
Okay.
did not work as well.
People falling?
A lot of people
Tripping?
Well, and ripping off clothes and naked.
And they're so unattractive.
I was going to say,
naked.
almost everyone in this movie is in incredible shape. I was like, wow. The
Rip
casting,
my clothes off of
the
me.
casting of this was just a lot of very attractive people.
And that's how a movie can get made sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, we've heard the story 100 times, but we have a new attractive cast willing to do it? Sure.
Yeah, so it's kind of like the much more dialed up version of a Hallmark movie, but also bigger stakes. So you know how there's that thing where you overhear something and it causes a problem? Yeah. That happens multiple times, and then it actually becomes almost like a running joke that they are well, now we're going to use overhearing to try and fix something.
Oh, Lord.
And that part of it kind of worked, but the beginning was just the straight, I overheard something that I shouldn't have heard and now I've misunderstood or whatever, and then everything falls apart and now we hate each other. You're like, okay, sure. So I did sort of like it, and if you like romantic comedies,
John,
Yes, hi.
have you
what?
seen this?
I have seen it.
I knew it. He loves romantic comedies.
yeah, he does. Okay, so what were your thoughts
John's
about
genre.
Well, I mean, you're selling it in a totally different way. Well, you're not selling it.
Yeah,
but,
I'm underselling it, I think.
Yeah, normally I think the walk away, when this was happening, during the winter and as it continued to hit through Valentine's Day was it's a hate romantic comedy. Oh. And then finally seeing it, I did not feel that. I was like, what? That's not what this was. So somewhere in between.
Interesting. What's the trope that it's enemies to lovers, that kind of thing? But the problem is that when they first meet, they really do have such a strong connection. And then it's just a dumb thing that they misunderstand each other.
Yeah.
Because, you need some reason for them to be mad at each other.
Friction.
And then, of course, the fake dating, whenever that happens, it's always
I want to know,
awkward
has
and-
anybody known anybody in their lives ever to do the fake dating?
No.
I mean, I know a lot of people.
I've
been in
seen a
some weird,
lot of fake dating
You
movies.
guys.
No, I've never been on a fake date trying to cover for someone that. No. That's what's happening. I'm the person that they brought with them. No. But it's a great movie trope.
It's a great movie trope.
But now I'm like, what the hell is it based on? Did somebody do it once and we've all been suffering for it ever since?
Is it a Shakespearean thing that I'm forgetting
For
that
sure,
one of
probably.
them is a fake dating?
I mean, because she sold it to you a little bit off in some ways because it's they're only doing it because they're at this, quote unquote destination wedding in this small group that includes his ex. So that's why it's kind of, and the parents. So it's not like they went on dates out in the city to fool random people.
No, but that's always the fake dating trope. It's we're at this event or at like on vacation or something with family / exes. That's
Or my boss
That is the
or
trope.
whatever.
Gotta hire someone to cover for me. I'm gonna lose my Canadian American citizenship. Come with me to my grandma's 90th birthday party.
I mean,
oh,
are
You talking about
the proposal? Oh my God, it's the greatest movie ever.
it is a fun one, Ryan Reynolds with Sandra Bullock, but
It's the best.
and Betty White.
I mean,
Betty White.
Oh
Okay.
my God.
All right. So you mildly are recommending.
Yes.
But if
I
you like
think
a rom-com-
if you like a rom-com, it's totally fine.
Okay.
It's not the best one ever made, but it's totally watchable.
A lot of attractive people to look at.
Super attractive people, very pretty in Australia. Yeah, it's all right. Now I'm trying to I don't know.
Sometimes like that's the level that you want. You're like, I'm going to watch this while I'm scrolling my phone. Or, I don't need
Yeah,
I
it
don't
wasn't
need to
super-
intently
yeah.
watch this like with, such focus because it's like you kind of know
It's
what's
not
going to happen.
super challenging
You didn't
mentally.
have to put the subtitles on to keep track of what they were saying.
I probably still would, Eddie.
Yeah, because some of the Australian accents get a bit thick.
There you
You're
go.
Like, wait,
All
what?
There
What'd
you
you
go.
just say? All right, so that was Anyone But You on the Netflix.